Hello everyone and welcome to another SEO tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to go through a quick and easy on-page SEO audit for any page on our website. All you have to do is to follow the instructions in this video, create a file as per the one that you see here in my screen, and follow the steps I'm going to explain just now. But before we go there, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously to create new content, and off we go. Step number one, you are going to open an Excel sheet or Google Sheets in this case, and you're going to create a document where the first column is going to be called page. So here we're going to list all our pages. The second column, I called it focus keyword themes. So we're going to note down the focus keyword theme for every page. And then we have a column for the URL of the page, the page title that we are going to fill in, the meta description, the primary headline, the secondary headline, the content of the page, and then I have a column here that is called interactivity. I'm going to explain very shortly what all these things mean. So let's give a real example. So we're going to take this page. So this page is relevant to restaurants in Lagos, Nigeria. And we're going to come here to our framework. We're going to say that this is the page that is relevant to restaurants in Lagos, right? So that's the page that we want to audit. And this is the current URL of the page. We're going to paste it here. Now, the first thing I need to decide is this page here, what is the keyword theme that I want to target for this page. So what is the focus? What I want to optimize for this page. And obviously, I want to optimize for any queries that are relevant to restaurants in Lagos, right? So that's my focus for this specific URL. Every specific page that you create on your website from an SEO point of view should have a focus keyword theme. We're not talking one keyword here, one query, we're talking a theme here, right? So you need to decide the specific page that I have, whether it's a blog, the homepage, or anything else, what is the keyword theme that I want to target, I want this page to rank for. So I want this page to rank for any query that is relevant to restaurants in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, I'm going to audit the existing configuration of this page. We have the URL here. I need to audit what is my current page title, meta description, and so forth. And how I'm going to find now the page title, the meta description, the primary headers, the secondary headers. If you are a pro, you can go in the backend of your website, basically here, right click, you are going to inspect, or you're going to actually go right click, view page source, and you're going to find them from here. If you are not a pro, then what you're going to do is you are going to use a Chrome extension. So this is the Chrome extension that I recommend, the Meta SEO Inspector. I'm going to have the link of how you can attach this to your Chrome down in the video description. So now that, let's say, we have the Meta SEO Inspector in our Chrome, we're going to go to our page and we are going to open the Meta SEO Inspector here. So we're going to open the Meta SEO Inspector. And here we can see under head title, this is the page title of our page. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to basically paste it here under page title. This is my page title. Then I'm going to open again my Meta SEO Inspector. This is the meta description. So I'm going to basically copy the description and I'm going to paste it here. And then again, either by going into the source code of the page or the backend of the page or using the Meta SEO Inspector, I'm going to fill in the primary header, the secondary header, the content. So I'm just going to use again here the Meta SEO Inspector. This is the primary headline of this page. Then I have secondary headlines here and so forth, right? So I'm just going to fill in everything H1, H2, the content of the page. And interactivity means, do I have anything that is interactive on the page? Maybe a brochure that people can download, a video, a form that they're going to complete. I'm just going to make notes here, right? That's step number one. Step number two you know what you want to optimize this page for. Now you are going to evaluate every element in your SEO configuration based on your focus. So I'm going to come here to my URL. I'm going to ask myself, is the focus keyword on a keyword related to my focus keyword theme part of the URL? And the answer is yes. So the URL here includes restaurants in Lagos. Then I'm going to go to my page title. Question number 1, is the page title up to 60 characters including spaces? I'm going to maybe use the length formula here to find out. This is 53 characters in length, so we are within limit. Do I include a term, a query relevant to my focus keyword theme? The answer is yes, so we are good here. Same thing for my meta description. Is the meta description up to 150 characters? I'm going to use the length formula here to evaluate whether this is the case. And the answer is yes. Do I have at least one query relevant to my focus keyword theme? The answer is yes here. We have best restaurants in Lagos, Nigeria. Same thing I'm going to do with my primary headline. I'm going to ask myself, is the primary header relevant to my focus keyword theme? Same thing I'm going to do with all my secondary headers. And the same question I'm going to ask here for the content. So for the content, I'm going to ask questions like, do I have relevant queries inside my content? But not only that, I'm going to ask questions also like, is this page informative enough? What this means is, if someone is looking for restaurants in Lagos and they land on this page, are they able to find the right restaurants in Lagos? Can we improve it perhaps? Can we add more information? Then I'm going to ask questions like, if I compare this page with the one that is ranking on top of Google, am I missing anything? So, example, I'm going to come here, I'm going to type restaurants in Lagos, Nigeria, right? So when I come here to this screen and I open the TripAdvisor page and I open this page here from Roadbook and I compare this page with my page, am I missing anything? What is it that I'm missing? Am I missing maybe information? Do they have better information than me? Do they have a better layout? Do they have, let's say, other things, perhaps addresses or elements that I don't have in my page? So what is it that I'm lacking? And therefore I'm not number one if I'm not number one. So is the page informative enough? Am I missing anything comparing also to the pages that are ranking on the top 3 to 5 Google positions? And then when it comes to interactivity, I'm going to ask myself, are there any opportunities? Are there any opportunities for the user to interact with the page? So is there anything that the user can download? Is there anything that the user can fill in? Is there anything that the user can view as a video, for example? So I'm going to ask myself if there are any interactive opportunities, any opportunities for the user to engage deeper with this page. And based on this first audit, obviously, you may have to make a lot of changes. For example, technical changes. If what you want to optimize for is not part of the initial configuration when it comes to URL, page title, meta description, primary header, and secondary header, then you need to go and optimize those elements and change them. And then from there, you go into content. If the content is thin or it's not as good as some other pages that we have out there, then obviously we need to go and update it. And if the page has no opportunities for the user to engage, then we need to go and add these opportunities for the user to engage with the page. The last thing you need to do is some speed optimization. So when it comes to the speed of the page, we're going to copy the URL here. We have a second tab called speed optimization. We're going to add this URL here. And here, what we need to do is to audit the page speed of this page. For this purpose, I'm using this tool, which is called GTmetrix. you may need to create an account. We're going to come to GTmetrix, we're going to paste our URL, we are going to analyze this page, and the system here will come and will give us a score and some details in terms of the page speed of this page. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to insert the score, A, B, C, D, whatever it is in this column. And I'm going to also insert the date that I actually went to the tool and I picked up this score. For example, today is 2nd of September, for example, 2024, right? So why I do this? Because obviously if we then apply changes, we can go back to the tool, we can reevaluate our page and potentially improve it, right? So here the system gave us a score of C. So right now my page is doesn't really have the best score. I can go here to performance and I can see why. I can see perhaps the total blocking time is not very positive. It means there are a lot of trackers behind the scenes. Time to interactive, probably the coding is a bit messy and the page is slow to respond. Maybe I have heavy elements in terms of images or videos in my page. I need to squeeze them down. Whatever it is, I'm going to make the necessary changes here. And once I apply them, then I'm going to go to the same tool. I'm going to put my URL here. I'm going to reevaluate this page. And my intention is for this number to improve here. And that's a quick and easy on-page SEO audit that you can apply in, I would say, less than 1 hour per page, much less than 1 hour, maybe even in 10-15 minutes, you can audit a single website page in terms of on-page SEO very quickly and very easily, because all you have to do is to stay organized. This is my page. What do I want to optimize it for? Let's look into URL, page title, meta description, and my headers as step number 1, the technicalities in the backend. Let's look into the content and make some notes here on what I'm missing and how informative it is, and maybe some ideas I have to improve it. Let's ask ourselves, are there any opportunities for the user to engage? And let's actually go very quickly and audit this page when it comes to speed. If our speed is not B or A in terms of score, then there is an opportunity to also improve this page. And then from there, if you actually run through this exact exercise for all your pages, or at least the most important pages, then you can go one by one and work on every page individually. And that's how you can very quickly and very easily get started with on-page SEO. One thing you're going to notice about my videos and also my explanation is that I want and I like to keep things simple. When you have the right mindset and the right template, you can audit your existing setup, and from there all you have to focus on is the execution. Essentially here you have to focus on 3 areas. Area number 1 is the behind the scenes. How can I actually align with what I want to rank for? Area number 2 is the content. How can I improve my content and my page interactivity? And area number 3 is the speed. Not rocket science, but of course we need to put in the work to rank these pages. And of course our competitors are going to follow the same approach as well, and therefore we're always going to compete with other websites and other SEOs out there, right? So that's the game that we play. And that's exactly why we love SEO and why SEO is one of the most interesting areas within the digital marketing remit. But again, you don't have to go and get expensive tools. You don't have to pay millions of dollars to actually run these audits. You have to be organized, take things one page at a time, and from there spend the majority of your time implementing and making changes to your pages. That's how you can very easily not only audit your own page SEO performance, but also fix it and achieve great results for your pages. Thank you very much for watching. If the video was useful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day in any time zone, and best of luck on your SEO efforts.